So children, we were doing a discussion on advancing of loan. So I was explaining you the first category of advancing of loan, that is called cash credit. Under the category of cash credit, the commercial bank sanction the entire amount. Suppose for example any person takes a loan of 5 lakh rupees, okay, then what the bank will do, the total amount of 5 lakh rupees will be transferred to the account of person A. Is it clear? Now suppose person A has used only 3 lakh rupees and 2 lakh rupees he is not needed now. But since the borrower has taken a loan in the cash credit account and since the bank has transferred the whole amount of the loan to the borrower's account, that is why the rate of interest will be charged on the total amount, that is on 5 lakh rupees. That is the system of cash credit. But outright loans and advances is the credit in which a borrower take a loan, a bank sanction the loan, the bank never credit the entire loan amount in the borrower's account, never. On small amount, bank sanction, bank transfer the amount to the borrower's account. Okay, now suppose if the borrower has taken 5 lakh rupees and borrower has used only 3 lakh rupees. So he has to pay the loan only on 3 lakh rupees, not on the entire amount which he has asked, under the second category, that is called outright loans. Is it clear to all of you? So cash credit is the loan, is the type of the loan in which bank sanction the entire amount in the borrower's account and charges the rate of interest on the entire amount even though borrower has not used the entire amount. But under outright loans, the entire amount is not sanctioned in the borrower's account, okay, and whatever amount the borrower has withdrawn from his account, only on those amount the rate of interest is charged, not on the total amount which the borrower has taken from the bank. That is there. Then overdraft facility. Third category is overdraft facility. What do you mean by overdraft facility? Overdraft facility is the facility in which the first thing which is needed for a customer or a borrower is this, that borrower must have his saving account in the bank. Okay, means borrower must have saving bank account in any bank. Then only the borrower will able to get overdraft facility. Suppose I am a customer of Allahabad Bank and I want to take a loan from overdraft facility, I can take. Suppose any person is not the customer of Allahabad Bank, he don't have a account in Allahabad Bank, in that condition he cannot take loan from Allahabad Bank under the category of overdraft facility. So to get the facility of overdraft loan, a person or a borrower must have an account in that particular bank, then only that person can withdraw money from the bank. That is the condition required there. Suppose I have an account, I have 5,000 rupees in my account, okay, then I can withdraw money more than the amount standing in my account. What is the amount standing in my account? 5,000 rupees. I can borrow money more than 5,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, okay, but up to a maximum limit, okay. Now, what will be that maximum limit? That maximum limit will be decided on the basis of the security which I am showing to the bank. Okay, suppose I want 5 lakh rupees, then I must have a security with me of 6 lakh rupees. When I will show the security of 6 lakhs rupees to the bank, then only the bank will give me the loan of 5 lakh rupees. And if I want under the overdraft facility, then I'll be allowed to withdraw the money more than the amount standing in my account up to the limit of 5 lakh rupees. How much loan I am withdrawing? 5 lakh rupees. Is it clear? That is called overdraft facility. Means when the customer gets an overdraft facility, then the customer will be allowed to withdraw the money more than the balance standing in his account up to a certain limit. This is called overdraft facility. The last one, discounting bills of exchange. You might be knowing nowadays draft is used for a medium of exchange. So somebody has given a draft payment to other person in terms of draft. But bills of exchange or draft has one limitation, that you can get it in cash only after 3 months. You cannot encash your draft amount before the period of 90 days. 90 days is the minimum period you have to wait so that you can withdraw money, you can encash your draft. Draft is a bills of exchange. Now, suppose anyone needs the money before the period of 90 days, then what the person can do? Person can take that draft which the person is having and can get it discounted from the commercial bank. Means he will sell his bills of exchange, his draft, to the commercial bank. Now, whatever amount mentioned in that draft, bank will give that amount to the customer after cutting some commission. That commission now bank will charge, because now that customer is not going to wait for 90 days. The bank is going to wait for 90 days to get in cash the amount which is mentioned in the draft. Is it clear? So discounting bills of exchange. Commercial bank also discount the bills of exchange of its on behalf of its customer. Any bills of exchange that is draft can be in cash only after 90 days. Suppose any customer or a borrower needs some money before the period of 90 days, he can get his draft and cash by commercial bank, and commercial bank will give the cash amount to the customer by deducting its commission. This is called discounting bills of exchange. Is it clear to all of you? Now let us write very fast. Write on the cash credit, the first category. Under this you write the type of the loan in which the entire sanctioned amount of loan, the type of the loan in which the entire sanctioned amount of the loan by the bank is not given to the borrower at a particular period of time. Is not given to the borrower at a particular period of time. Full stop. The bank opens an account in the name of the borrower, after full stop. The bank opens an account in the name of the borrower and allow him to withdraw the money as and when he required. The bank opens an account in the name of the borrower and allows him to withdraw the money as and when required. Full stop. Third point, the bank charges rate of interest. The bank charges rate of interest not on the entire sanctioned loan, but only on the amount of loan which is withdrawn from the bank. But only on the amount of loan which is withdrawn from the bank. Full stop. Cash credit means this. What is cash credit? The entire sanctioned amount of loan is not given to the borrower's account. Okay. Under this, the borrower can withdraw the money as and when he required. Okay. And rate of interest will be charged only on the amount which is actually withdrawn from the bank, not on the amount of loan which is sanctioned. Okay, this is called cash credit. Now write on the second one, outright loans. Right. Under this you write, in this case the entire amount of the loan sanctioned is credited to the borrower's account. In this, the entire amount of the loan sanctioned is credited to borrower's account. Full stop. Then, the borrower has to pay rate of interest on the entire amount of loan. On the entire amount of loan, no matter how much amount of money he has actually withdrawn. No matter how much amount of money he has actually withdrawn. Full stop. This is outright loans. Okay. Now write on the third category, overdraft facility. Right. Bank provide overdraft facility to its customers who maintain current account with the bank. This is the first condition. Bank provide overdraft facility to its customers who maintain current account with the bank. Who maintain current account with the bank. Full stop. Change the paragraph. Now meaning of overdraft. Write down. When a customer gets an overdraft facility from a bank, this means that he is allowed to withdraw he is allowed to withdraw money in excess of the balance standing in his account, up to a certain limit. Full stop. This much you people have to write under overdraft facility. The last one, write discounting bills of exchange. The fourth one, complete. Bills of exchange are normally issued for a period of 90 days. Bills of exchange is normally issued for a period of 90 days. Full stop. Before the period of 90 days, it is not possible to encash the amount of bills of exchange. Full stop. Then, bank provide the facility of discounting bills of exchange to its customer before the period of 90 days, after deducting its commission. Full stop. Okay, so today we have completed the second category of functions of commercial bank, that is called advancing of loans. Apart from this, there are other functions also, that is agency function we will do, and then we will do general utility function, then we will do credit creation. These are the functions of commercial bank which we need to. So tomorrow I am going to complete your functions of commercial bank. Is it clear? For today only this much. Today I'll upload 2 videos, one video and this is the second video. So please watch both the videos. Thank you, children.